Holy cow. Right off the bat. There we go. There we go. There we go, guys. Number 3. Holy cow. Look at that. Right there. Check out that fatty. Welcome back, fishing friends, to another adventure. All right, guys, fall fishing has begun. So I'm going to make my way to a buffalo hole back here, do some night crawler fishing, have a good time. But I stopped here to check the creek, as you can see flowing through here, and then back way over there is the main part of the lake, up here on Lake Texoma. And we're going to check out ooh, what is that, a woodpecker up there? Anyway, we're gonna hopefully catch some stuff, and gonna head down the trail, and I'll meet you there. So you've seen me walk this trail before and do a video on the hike and fish, but let me get set up down there and let's see what we can catch. Check that out, guys. Feral hogs have been in here tearing this up. Here's the buffalo hole. After some huffing and puffing on the hike, I made it. Hey, if you're new to the channel, thanks for stopping by, and glad you're here. I appreciate everyone's support as usual, and we're gonna do some night crawler fishing. I've got the little 5-foot ugly stick, the little ultralight, with I think today I have 6-pound line, but I still have my 2 bass rods with me, and they got 20-pound braid, 20-pound fluorocarbon leaders, and I fish Lew's reels, the Speed Spin series. I just love them, have always loved them, will always love them. Anyway, the last time I was here, guys, and you can see this is just an epic buffalo hole. Ranch pond, there's the trail. But the last time I fished here, back in the trees, or 2 times ago, boy, you could hear those feral hogs just whooping it up back in there. And they're a real problem here, and in a lot of places in Texas. They're a real issue, well, through the south, and you know, they're around. I've seen some big hog wallows along in here before, and they just love rooting around and tearing stuff up. Anyway, well, I'm gonna get rigged up. I'm gonna start over here on this little bend, and we'll see what we can catch. I've seen some big splashes over here. I know the sun is probably right square in the face of the GoPro, but we're gonna give it a shot and see. I don't see any gar. Usually I see them on the surface in the hot summer, and I hadn't seen them in any of the spots I've been to. I've only been to a handful, and I usually see the gar around, but I hadn't seen them this time. Hey, and this is a spot right through here where I caught a nasty case of chiggers. Were just all up on my legs, the back of my knees. Oh my gosh, I had so many bites. When I got back, I soaked a towel in alcohol and rubbed my legs down, and then what got rid of them was an Epsom salt bath. But today I got the fishing boots and I got long pants on, so hopefully it's not going to be an issue. All right, let me make my way through here and find a spot, and then we'll get started. I noticed they had mowed through here. Usually they get this mowed down, but they'll probably do it one last time before fall really sets in. Let me see. I was thinking going around the corner there, I had some good luck last time, but I had some really good luck right in here. I think I'm going to try this spot first, and then we'll move around. All right, let me get this dropped off here. The other thing is I gotta watch out for Mr. Snaky Snakes. I'm almost tempted to try the whopper plopper, guys, before I start throwing the night crawlers. What do you think? Maybe run a MEPS through there? What do you think? Fire the whopper plopper? I think I'm gonna throw the whopper plopper 60, see what we can come up with, and then I'll go to the night. Ooh, we had a flop right there. Hey, the other thing is, guys, I got with me, let me see if I can take this off without getting it stuck on the camera. The bush lore mini condor. It's my little neck knife, and I bring it out once in a while, actually pretty frequently this summer. But it's got a little lanyard. Oops, there we go. For my bushcraft buddies, get one of these for a neck knife. I know there's a lot of them out there that you can get, but this, made in El Salvador, these things are just epic. All right, let's get to fishing. All right, guys, throwing the whopper plopper 60. It's in this kind of perch color. I love throwing this thing. Hey, I've had big bluegill hit it. I've had bass hit it. What do I got? Mosquitoes? I didn't see any around. Doesn't seem buggy. Plus we got gar in here. I've hit this thing. A lot of times I get hit when it stops. So I'm hearing all this cabbage. Been working this spot. Check out the geese that are coming in if I be real still. See them right there in the sun? Sorry guys, I think I had a bite. Oh, they're going to the main lake. Boy, I'm stuck in the cabbage here. This is where I know I got my chiggers at one day. So I'm gonna head back to where I was and keep fishing. See if I can get something. Keep throwing the plopper. Ooh, something busted the surface right there. Gotta be something in here for the plopper. All right, guys, night crawler time. All right, guys, so we got the bobber out there with a nice big fat night crawler. I'm using a crappie magnet, a little bigger size than the trout magnet. So we'll see what we can get. Hey, the other thing is, I got to tell you guys, school has been off to a great start. Been having a lot of fun, great kids. But you know, teaching middle school, being penned up all week and just multitasking to the highest limits, dealing with all kinds of paperwork, just everything you can think of in a school setting. You know, coming out on the weekend like this to fish just makes it so worth it. Such a great way to relax after all that. But the other thing is, we got some big college football games today. So hopefully I can catch those this afternoon and this evening. So what about your picks? Who are you guys going to pick to win the SEC, the Big 12, Pac-12, the ACC, the Big 10? I got teams in each. I'm a big Texas Tech Red Raider fan. So I don't know if they can win the Big 12. They got a new coach this year. So I just hope they make it to a bowl game, but I think it could come down to Baylor. It could be OU. They got a new coach. Texas is always in the hunt, but I think Baylor, they've really got a nice coach down there, and they only lost a couple games last year. In the SEC, we're big floor. Oh my gosh, guys. Right there, there's a massive gar. He's going to check out my bobber. Look at him, he's checking the bobber out. What is he gonna do, bite the bobber? I've had that happen before. Let me get, oh, he hit the bobber. Did you see that? But I got a worm down there. I wanna throw my, uh-oh. Is he on it? He's on it, guys. He's on it. I think he's on it. Or he's playing with it. I want to throw my Senko in there. I gotta get the Senko. Where's my Senko rig? Here it is. That was a good sized gar too. I know they're in here. I've had him hit on spinners, the Berkeley twitchtail, the whopper. How come he didn't hit the whopper plopper? After all the time I was running it through there. Jeez Louise. Alright. Nothing going there. Dang. One more pass. Anyway, so my dad went to grad school at Florida. So we're big Gator fans. I know a lot of people can't stand him, but... And then, of course, all my relatives and family members that went to the University of Iowa in the Big Ten. So in the Big Ten, I think it's going to be, I want to say Iowa. They're always a sleeper, and then they just come on strong. But the favorites are going to be Ohio State and Michigan. Rightly so. The SEC, Alabama, but I'm hoping Florida can really come on. They've got a nice coach in there now. Dang, guys, nothing. ACC, Florida State, or Clemson. I'm thinking Clemson. And then the Pac-12. I don't know, guys. I was thinking Oregon or USC, but USC had a good game. Oregon just got ripped. Watch out for Utah or Stanford. They could be sleepers. So those are my picks. What do you got? Drop a comment below. Who do you got? Alright guys, so that leaves the national championship Final Four. I don't know. I think Georgia could maybe even win the SEC. They're probably the favorites. But Alabama is always, I mean, they're just always going to be good. Final Four, oof. Michigan, Ohio State, one of those two. Alabama, Georgia. I think Baylor or Oklahoma has a shot. Texas, I don't know. This second year coach here with her Sarkisian, and they... I don't know. I don't know if they've got it. And who knows, maybe a surprise team out of the Pac-12. And then there's always a chance, Clemson, Florida State. But drop a comment who you're rooting for, who you think's going to do it. I like to see Tennessee get back into things. Man, they were always just so good with old Fulmer. Man, they got to get with it. But today's a big Iowa State game. I'm hoping Iowa wins that. Then Houston comes into Lubbock to play Texas Tech, and Houston can be a real problem. See, a lot of these guys run that air raid offense. When Leach first came to Texas Tech, he made that popular through all the quarterbacks. Cumbie, Harrell, Kingsbury, Mahomes, all those guys. Baker Mayfield was there. And then all these coaches have spread out all over the place, and now everyone wants to run our air raid offense. I mean, it is even in high school. So Houston has old Dana Holgerson, who used to be on the Texas Tech staff. I mean, Art Briles, when he had that great run at Baylor, he was on the Texas Tech staff with all those guys. Just know that air raid. And really, it's not very many plays. It's like a 10-play playbook, but they have 4 or 5 plays you can run out of one set, you know, where the receivers can break off. And it's really compartmentalized, and it's not that complicated. Just quick line change when you're at the line. The receivers know what they're going to do. If the play changes, the running back knows. And the thing is, a lot of these kids don't like playing much defense, and they're having a tough time catching up to the air raid. The guy at Iowa State, that coach, was running a pure nickel, and his little style of defense actually worked out pretty well with some of these air raid offenses. All right, guys, I'm still throwing the Senko. There's nothing biting on the Nightcrawler. We do have this little front that's trying to push through. I hope that it's not causing problems with barometric pressure. I should have already caught something by now. Fish on, guys. Fish on. Just right in here close, so check it out. It's a nice little bluegill. Actually, that's a red-eared sunfish, I think. Let's see. Come on. I should need the pliers for this. Check him out. Oh, of course I drop him. All right, there he goes. Try not to get spine there. But he looked like a little red-eared sunfish, and they're hanging right in here along this structure here. You think it's shallow here, but man, it drops off pretty quick. All right, guys, just right down in there is where I got that fellow. Looks are very deceiving here. It just starts going straight down. And so they're tucked up under this cover here. I tried to fish down in there, but it was snag central. There we go, there we go. Boy, they love hanging around this cover, don't they? Oh man, that breeze is just phenomenal. Let me get out of this snag right here. Did he get the... Check that out. He got it right off of there. Fish on, guys, just jigging right down in here. Holy cow. Oh, we got a bass down in there? Oh, it's a big catfish. All right. He's gut hooked, so I gotta work on him. Do a little surgery. All right, be right back. All right, guys. I did have to lip him to get that out. But there he goes. That was a nice catfish. Had to get the glove on there because I had to get way down in there to get it out. But man, he was just laying right in here. All right, guys, these fish are just hanging down right in here. There's, like I was saying before, it looks like it'd be shallow, but man, it's a heck of a drop off. So just trying to set the worm here way back when this was a good old-fashioned ranch pond buffalo hole. I mean, it's got almost like just a straight down grade here. And they're hanging along the shoreline, just coming right up in here. I may have to put the Berkeley twitchtail down there and see what happens. So I'm just fishing these little pockets. I think I spooked them from this one. Boy, I had a heck of a time getting the hook out of that catfish. There we go. Something's on there. Something's bugging it. Oh, dang it. See, I should be using these bait keeper hooks, but I love using the crappie and trout magnet so much. So it's kind of noob 101 stuff. Not using a good bait keeper, but these are working pretty good. See, there's a fish right here and I spooked him. I can see the cloud. There we go. Dang it, that was too slow. Do I still have them? Crying out loud. Alright guys, I switched to a bait holder hook. I was tired of getting picked clean. I love using those trout and crappie magnets, but man, there we go. Oh, he came off. It was a little bass that time. Notice how I couldn't get it off of there? That was a little bass. Well, 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 we got all kinds of stuff working this bank. I should have let him have it just a little longer. Look at that. Dang it. See, there's no grand theft worm now. And they're just all in this cabbage in here. Gosh, I could probably just jig it. There we go, look at that. Come on, take it. Nope. Nope, but it's still on here. Sneaky, sneaky. The thing is, I've been doing this and I caught a nice crappie last time down in here. Was it about a month ago? Oh, look at that. Come on, dang it. Nope. Sounds like somebody's dog got into it with a coyote back in there. Check it out, guys. A nice bass. It's that little guy that was pecking in there earlier. Come on. I'm gonna have to dig this hook out. Where is it? I see it. guys, there we go. Just a little basser hanging around in here, pretty good. Just a dinky guy, but man, they're just stacked up in here eating minnows and all kinds of stuff. I've been trying off the bottom out there too, guys, and there's just nothing going. I gotta see if I can get this guy. He keeps playing with it. There he goes, come on. There we go, I got him. That's you down there, huh? Causing me all kinds of cat and mouse stuff. It's a little slick nickel. Yeah, so for quite a while I just threw one out on the bottom and nothing. Now on that side, well, that's what the gar are coming in here to get, are those little guys like that. Now on the other side, you don't have that steep of a drop off. I mean, here it's just choom, almost like you're coming down a hillside. Dang it, I thought that was going to be my crappie right there. Had a nice thump. And boy, he shot right up into here. There we go, come on. It's just a constant game of cat and mouse, isn't it? There's a puff of dust come up. All kinds of stuff is working down through there. There we go, check it out. He's just thumping it. I need a good solid. There we go. Dang it. I'm telling you guys, this kind of cat and mouse will just drive you nuts. And maybe those little slick nickels down there doing that. A big frog just came over. Oh, I got a hit right there, guys. Do I got him? Is it a crappie? Oh, it's a nice bluegill. Ooh, and he choked it. He's not doing well. He may have to turn into some cut bait. All right, guys. Surgery complete. Just a little bluegill. Boy, I had to get a big grip on him to get him in there. Get that thing out of there. All right, I'm going to switch to the crappie magnet. And I'm going to throw the Berkeley twitchtail. See what we can get. All right, guys, here we go. This thing is just absolute deadly. The Berkeley twitchtail. So we're going to give it a shot. Right along the edge here and see what happens. Uh-oh. That bluegill that I had, he swam off, but now he's belly up over there. That hook might have been just a hair too deep. Look at that, I got something hitting on this. It's a crappie. Oh! What happened? See, the hook shank sits a little bit further back on this than the trout magnet, so this is perfect. Guys, after playing tiddlywinks over in here, and the fish couldn't gag that down, I moved out here to where there's a little bit more cover sticking out. And I'm just running it through here. And we'll see if something takes it. I just jig it a little bit. Then I bring it in, jig it a little bit. And I'm using a bigger size bobber than I usually do, but it's because the weight of the Berkeley twitchtail and that crappie magnet is too big for my little Como and my little fill bobber, so I got to use this little bit bigger weighted bobber. And the wind is blowing this right in here. All right, guys. I think I got a baby bobcat. Do you hear that? Right in there. Unless it's some kind of bird I never seen or heard of before. I'm not going in there. Because if there's I had that happen over one time near Tioga, Texas. There's a bobcat and a little kittens up in a tree. What in the hell? I don't know what it is, guys. Something's moving in there, though. Should we go check it out? If it's a big bobcat, I don't want to need any part of it. What in the hell? There's something in there, guys. I don't know if you can see him. What in the hell? What in the hell? Jesus. Oh, I see what it is. There's a snake right there, and he's got the leg of a frog. That's what's making the squeaking, is a dang frog. Oh man, I don't know if you can see that or not. That's one of these green racers. Oh, he's got him by the leg. Alright, I don't want to bother him. I need to get my other camera, my cell phone camera, so I can zoom in. Alright guys, update. You can see the coagulant that this little snake has. The back leg of that frog is just ooze and blood. He's regaining his position. So I don't want to bug him too much. So no, I'm not going to try to save the frog or anything. The snake's got to eat too. But man, that snake was making all kinds of crazy noises you could hear. I didn't know they could do that. But that snake is trying to that's a big frog right there. The thing is, I'm worried about water moccasins and other bigger snakes picking up the ruckus and then getting in here. I'm trying to be as still as possible because I don't want to bother the snake, you know. Oh, now it's hit the frog is so dumb. He could jump away because the snake just has his foot now, not even the leg. He's trying to reposition. Alright, I'm going to back out of here. To be continued. Alright guys, the frog is... He went back under the branch here to try to get away, and he made his position even worse. If he would have just jumped out this way and he might have had enough leverage to get away. But now his leg is like contorted around that log or that little branch, and the snake is just gnawing away, trying to pull him in. That frog started making all that racket again. Man, this is some cool stuff right here. Cool stuff. Alright guys, that frog, he's still trying to get away. The snake is working his way up his leg. thing is, I don't want to leave the GoPro. The snake goes all the way back in there. I don't want to leave the GoPro running because I don't want the battery to die out, but I'm just going to try to film the highlights. That frog is so dumb. He had a getaway, and I even backed out of there so he could just make a run for the hop for the water. Crazy. The thing is, I gotta watch out because of these other dang snakes that are around here. You hear, or a fox or a bobcat. I thought it was a bobcat. Man, this is wow, crazy. There he is, guys. Look how cool that snake is. Hopefully you can see it. I know the GoPro's kind of iffy with some stuff. He's up to the base of the leg, and he keeps pinching with those jaws, and he's got those gripper teeth, and he keeps trying to inhale it. Look at that. Now he's trying to get his butt. And that stupid frog had like 3 chances to get away, and he couldn't. There he goes. He's trying to jump. He's trying. Man, but he's going back into the brush. He needs to head towards the water, maybe. The thing is, I can't see very good in there. And I gotta watch out for other snakes. Boy, look at him. I don't know if you guys can see that. His mouth is trying to get around that. He's trying to gag that down. Nature is just so cool. Maybe you can see a little better if I hold it like that. The thing is, with my spine surgery that I had in my neck area, my C7, between my C6 and C7, it's a pain in the butt to get my neck into position sometimes. Boy, check that out. All right, another update in a little bit. All right, guys. This snake keeps twisting the frog around. He can't get his other back leg. He's munching on his butt. He's using like the branches and stuff to help him get a grip. But the frog had his chances. He had 3 or 4 chances to get away. All he had to do was just stay persistent, keep jumping down towards the water there where it was open and he could have more room to navigate. Instead, he just sat there and let that thing come up his leg. He's still in there munching, guys. Because I pulled him way back in there. The thing is, that frog is just so... Maybe that coagulant stuns him or something, but all he has had to do is just jump away. He just won't do it. Well, that snake is munching down. There he is, guys. Pulling him way back further into the brush. He's got his other leg in, I think. So now he's working up the body. That's pretty cool. The thing is, he's getting too far in there where I can't follow him. Okay, guys, take a look at that. It's like a tarantula hole. See the web spiraling down in there? He's hanging out in there. There's a snake. He's still munching on the frog. He's about halfway. I got the bird going bananas up here. Pretty adventurous day. Not much fish, but a lot of wildlife. Alright, guys, he pretty much has them all the way stuffed in. Sorry for the breeze, but it feels so awesome. It's a pretty hot day, but I'm in the shade here. And he just keeps, bit by bit, pulling them in. Hopefully Hopefully you can see that pretty good. The thing is, guys, I wonder how much that stomach acid gets up in there to help start digesting. I'm gonna have to look up what kind of snake it is, and then I'll put it in the link it in the description. Maybe you guys know. Drop a comment down there. He's got such a cool color pattern. He's kind of down around that log or that stick, but man, he just keeps chunking away at that thing. Those muscles working away. Okay, guys, that crazy tarantula looking thing, giant wolf spider, he came out of his den because I've been making a ruckus here at the base of his web, or at the top part of his web up here. I've been banging around, clanking in here, trying to get the last morsels of the snake and the frog. And so I don't know if you can see him down there, that stinking leaf and the wind are in the way. I mean, the breeze is blowing everything in the way. Let's check our progress here. He's got him just about done. Look at that. There's ants crawling on him. The snake has pretty much got him. There's one eye sticking out the tip of his nose and his front legs. Boy, and that frog had chances to get away, that's for sure. Ooh, the frog blinked. I guess he's still alive. Snake's still trying to gag him down, choke him down. He's just about got him. I gotta give a shout out to Mike D at Jetty Rocks Fishing. He also has a herping channel where he goes out there and catches reptiles and has some pretty cool footage there. I'll have to link his 2 channels, but if you like snakes and things, he does quite a bit there, and turtles, frogs and things, but he also has a great fishing channel. Ooh. Boy, he's not too full where he can't move. Does he have it all the way in now? Just about. He's got the 2 legs sticking out. He wants to get away from me, that's for sure. I think those ants were bothering him too. He just about has it. Well, guys, he pretty much has them all swallowed up. Just the legs are kind of poking out a little bit. Alright, gonna get back and do some fishing. Hopefully I can catch something. Been using the Berkeley twitch tail, a couple of thumps here and there. And I think I'm gonna switch to a Meps and give that a shot. Nothing on the Senko, nothing on any crankbaits, nothing on the Kalins. So it's just been kind of a live bait kind of a day. There he goes. His tail goes way back over here. There he is. He's pretty much ready to go. All right, let's get to fishing. All right, guys, I just got a little number 3 gold blade aglia. Just flipping it around. Boy, that was pretty cool with the snake. Yeah, the frog had his chances. He jumped, but then he stopped. He was just about gone, and then he just stopped. And then the snake pulled him and dragged him up into the brush. Oh man, that looks good in the water. Ooh, that breeze feels awesome. That little cold front, or for here, cool front, is coming through right now. Man, it feels awesome. I know for the GoPro it doesn't, but all right, guys, that's gonna wrap it up for today. Nothing on the MEPS, although it looks absolutely phenomenal in the water. It's getting close to lunchtime. I got to get back and catch up on all the college football. Maybe grab something to eat, something healthy. I've been doing excellent in getting the weight down. School's helped a lot with that. So I'm really proud of myself. Slowly but surely transforming. Anyway, hey, thanks a lot for supporting the channel, for hanging out with me today. And hey, listen, I hope you guys have an excellent fall fishing session this year. And have a great winter coming up as well. Tight lines, guys. Hey, till next time, I'll see you then. Have a good one.